So the future of Star Trek is bright, isn't it? Well, so if it was such a success, why would CBS All Access have to rebrand itself to Paramount Plus? So there were leaks about this, that Viacom was going to, there was always talks that they were going to do this other streaming service, but it's not an other streaming. It will just be the streaming service. And so they'll combine the two in there. And it's starting to look like perhaps Paramount will be in the captain's chair rather than CBS itself. So since the merger, Viacom's in charge, and that's more of Redstone's domain there, and now she's controlling all of it, I guess, more or less. And I'm sure the majority shares and whatnot. So after that happens, CBS All Access will be no more. It will be a part of Paramount Plus, I guess is the brand name they will give it starting next year. So press release makes no mention of the rumors surrounding Star Trek, which is said to be getting reassessed by Paramount following closing the doors on the Noah Hawley Star Trek movie. Yeah, that's unfortunate, or maybe not. I don't know. It depends on what exactly he wanted to do. And season 3 of Discovery definitely will be its last. It would be curious to see how bad it is, but I'm not going to bite. I'm done with that. They've had 2 seasons of Discovery and 1 season of Picard to show if they could do anything, and they failed on all of it. The best they ever did was apparently that stupid cartoon, which isn't any good, but it's probably their best effort. So, let's see. CBS All Access to be rebranded as Paramount Plus in early 2021. Well, again, if it was this great success, and oh my God, Star Trek's never been better, because Star Trek was to be the flagship show, to be the foundation for it, to get subscribers in there, and you would discover other things in there and all that. And, oh boy, wouldn't that be great? Well, it didn't turn out to be that way. So, it will contain, of course, CBS, BET, MTV, and Paramount, of course. All their catalog of movies will be on this service. And then new original series for the service, The Offer, a limited event series about the making of The Godfather. Well, that actually sounds pretty interesting. One of the most legendary films in Paramount's history, from Oscar and Emmy nominated writer Michael Tolkien. Lioness from Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan, a new edition of Behind the Music from MTV, The Real Criminal Minds, true crime docuseries, and a revival of BET's The Game. So that's what they got new coming. They're going to need a lot more than that. Looks like the best they got is the Godfather series, but basically that's just a documentary on how that movie came about. So a digital series to be announced, so let's hope they got something better than just that. As for Star Trek, yeah, they got to reboot the whole thing. And but mostly reboot has been talked about. They forget the woman's name, sorry, but they put her in charge. But that sounded more like the movies. But it could very well be that she's head of Star Trek in total, and that it would, the series would have to, because Star Trek really, I think, belongs on television. Movies are fine, they're cool. The original movie series was kind of like a tribute to the television series and all of that, but really it shines more on television. So anyway, once again, they're going into detail about the different shows they've announced. Some more others and whatnot. So yeah, best of luck there, but they really need something strong, and Star Trek could have been, it was this strong franchise. The merchandise sales were much better until now. Until after this, then it all went into the toilet, and people are just turned off by it because it was so bad. And so a complete reboot of all of that, and just forget about Kurtzman Trek, as that was just some other alternate timeline, because it doesn't even narratively fit as it's supposed to be this prequel series. I know they traveled to the future for the 3rd season, which is where they should have started out. And who knows, might have worked. I doubt it, because even within its own continuity, it's pretty bad. They ignore details that they did. Just in the 1st season, Harry Mudd had a time machine. They needed a time machine for the 2nd season. They forgot all about that he had one. They don't pay. It's just so very bad. The special effects was excellent. Probably the most spectacular looking science fiction TV series I've ever seen. but all icing and no cake, and it destroyed it. And then Picard in a lot of ways is worse than Star Trek Discovery, because it just desecrated the memory of Star Trek Next Generation. And I'm more of a classic Star Trek fan, but I do respect and appreciate Star Trek Next Generation. A lot of great episodes in that series, and got some very strong fans of that. And then to them, that's Star Trek. And then they do this, and they did it not with a recast or anything. No, they did it with Patrick Stewart. So it's almost as bad as Last Jedi. So maybe the Phoenix can rise from the ashes, but they're going to need somebody who really knows Star Trek to come in and reboot that. And if they can come up with the cash, which is another problem that Paramount and CBS has, they don't have the money. They can't get investor interest in it for international distribution for these series, and they more than likely can't get the money necessary to do feature films, at least at the level they had been. And so, you're going to need the money to get someone like Ronald Moore to come in who could do it, who could right the ship. He's done it before. So, but again, it's boy, is it a bad situation. And I don't know what other franchises that they have access to prop up their effort here. But as far as Paramount Plus, they want to get in on the streaming business because that's the future, and it's true, it is. But a lot of these studios are going to be left kind of have to come crawling and offer deals to the giants in the streaming service industries, and license their properties to it. Instead of trying to, no, we're exclusive here. You just don't have enough to compete with those. So, but there it is. If anything else, it's still holding out that there was some secret success there, and for whatever reason they just wouldn't boast about their numbers. No, there was nothing of success here. It was a dismal failure.
Alright, thank you for watching and listening. Slay. Why not like and subscribe, and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores and have plenty of goodies for you. Hats, mugs, stickers, posters, all that goody stuff. Plus, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book Night Night. Oh, yeah. Plus, you can also catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, over at RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on my channel at BitChute. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.